Hi everybody, welcome into another 420 Magic Session. I am the Hobbit of Magic Flight.
And my name is Jenny. We're here to get launched, or in other words, get high, and share a moment with you and tell some stories about what's going on in the cannabis world and in the world of Magic Flight. We invite you to grab your launch box.
Or your MD box if that's your style.
And join us.
That's right. Here we go.
So Hobbit, what's going on in the world of cannabis this week?
Well, let me tell you. And I'll tell you as well. A new study out of Toronto, Canada, has shown that the administration of plant-derived CBD oil has been helpful with the treatment of certain autism-related behaviors. Behavioral symptoms, rather. The study was actually just one patient, so it was a fairly small sample size.
Right.
But nonetheless, they did note significant behavioral and cognitive improvements with no side effects reported. So, and even though this was just a single patient in this case, it's nonetheless consistent with numerous other studies that have been substantiating the benefits of the plant kingdom and CBD.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Also happening in the cannabis space, the legalization as it marches onward from state to state is having a competitive pressure effect on the pharmaceutical industry. This is actually being noticed by investors and people who pay attention to the business side of these things, because study after study is showing that as people have safe access to cannabis, that they're increasingly moving away from these other pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So when the launch box first came out, or first launched back in 2009, the only option was batteries at the time, which is great if you're, on the run or, on the run for the law.
On the go.
or camping out. Yeah, I did make that sound a little worse.
But the fugitive.
Right?
Yeah.
So one of the most requested things from customers was a way to plug in their launch box and essentially make it into a desktop unit. And
Absolutely.
so we came up with the power, what at the time was called the power adapter. Now we call it the power up. And that was a way to get unlimited power, unlimited energy without having to worry about babysitting batteries or any of that. Just sit down, press the button, and it's good to go.
Yeah, and my favorite thing about the power up is actually that you can adjust the temperature.
Absolutely.
And that's a huge thing for me. So yeah, I hardly ever use the batteries now as well, unless
Same here.
I'm out at a festival or something. Yeah.
And that temperature dial is great when you're using the MD box, because you can burn off any residue when you're done with each draw.
Yeah.
That way you're getting a pure, clean hit at the perfect temperature every time. So
Which feels so good.
it's delightful. And moving along to the love letters segment of our 420 Magic Session. What do we have this week?
So, this love letter is from Andy. He says, the new magnetic connection for the Power Up 3.0 is super! Your technology has really come a long way, and it operates so well. I mean, that's the best thing we could possibly hope to hear about it.
Absolutely.
I love being able to adjust the heat. I have sung Magic Flight's praises over the years, and many of my neighbors and friends have purchased your equipment.
Ooh, sounds very official.
So official, yeah. Thanks for checking out our equipment, Andy.
And just a reminder, you folks at home, you need to check in with someone before you check out their equipment.
That's true. Consent always.
Yes, always get consent. And moving along to our launch spot, we like to feature images sent in from all around the world of the launch box in cool and exotic locations. This week is a lovely tropical looking beach.
Ooh.
We are actually not sure what beach this is. So if you recognize the background and you can let us know where in the world this lunchbox is, we'd like to know too. But as summer is winding down here in the Northern Hemisphere, we thought we'd get in a beach launch spot.
That's fantastic. Take me to the mystery beach.
Yes, I'm down to go to a mystery beach. Let's go right now. I'm out of here.
You know what?
Let's go.
Let's go. So what else is going on in the world, Hobby?
Yeah, all right. Some silly news out of Matic, North Dakota. A woman walked into a North Dakota bar carrying a raccoon, as they do in North Dakota.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that led to some concerns from health officials.
Yeah.
The bartender immediately asked the woman to take the raccoon out of the bar. But apparently she didn't. She wanted to show everybody, wanted to get those cool points. So she lingered for another 5 or 10 minutes with the raccoon. And it's a small town of 500 people, just about 85 miles from the Canadian border. And nonetheless, North Dakota's Health and Human Services Department is asking anyone who may have been bitten or had contact with the raccoon's saliva to seek medical care because you might have rabies. So you know.
Never be too safe, right?
Yeah. You can catch all sorts of things at a bar, but rabies isn't usually something you got to look out for. But in North Dakota, you really got to.
Population 500 people and 1 raccoon.
Yeah. In other odd news around the world, a Chinese man was trapped aloft in a hydrogen balloon for 2 days. So what he was trying to do is he was trying to pick pine nuts from a tree, and apparently he had rigged up some sort of contraption with a hydrogen balloon.
Okay, yeah.
And it was him and a friend or another person. One of them was able to jump out, but the guy didn't, and it went off into the sky.
Oh my goodness.
He traveled 320 kilometers, 200 miles.
Wow.
That's unbelievable, right? So apparently the rescuers were able to contact the man by cell phone, and they instructed him to slowly deflate the balloon in order to land safely. But apparently it took another day before he reached the ground.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if he had a really inefficient method of letting out the hydrogen or what was going on. And
very slow.
They had to track him, but imagine being 200 miles away from home, you know. I mean,
that would be crazy.
There was an Australian movie about that. This guy in Perth apparently attached a bunch of weather balloons to a lawn chair and floated up through the city and ended up off in the countryside where he fell in love with, as movies do.
What an adventure.
Finally today, voting has opened on Wednesday on which toys should go into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Whoa! I've got a couple in mind.
Well, the class of 2022 finalists are Bingo, Breyer Horses, Catan, Light Bright, Nerf Toys, Masters of the Universe, Pinata, I guess just the general pinata.
Everybody loves a good pinata.
Phase 10, I'm not sure what that is.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Pound Puppies.
Okay, that one I know.
Yeah. And Racco Spirograph.
Those are 2 different things. Racco.
Oh, sorry. Racco and
See,
Spirograph.
we don't even know.
They have a lot of toys. And the top. Is that just the simple spinning top?
Yeah, those are cool.
Okay, interesting.
I like it especially when it makes a design.
Nice, yeah. The National Toy Hall of Fame opened up in 1998, and so far 77 toys have been inducted, from simple favorites such as the paper airplane, Bubbles. I guess that's a toy. You can just blow a bubble.
Bubbles are totally a toy.
That's true. And Sidewalk Chalk, that's always.
Those are great toys.
And to the stick.
The stick, like what?
It just says the stick.
I don't even know.
I mean, a stick can be a toy, but
you know what? Tell us. Maybe there's something in the 50s or 60s called the stick. Is it official? Is it?
No, it's not capitalized stick. I think it's just a stick.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's a toy for a dog. I don't know if it belongs in the National Toy Hall of Fame. But I digress. I digress.
There's something we don't know here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was my last dab. So we're out of here. We hope you've had fun. And be sure to come back next week for another 420 Magic Sesh.
We're so happy you could join us. From everyone here at Magic Flight, choose love and enjoy your flight. Also, go get high. No, I'm just kidding. Bye.
See ya. You mean get launched?
Get launched.
Yeah.
I meant get launched.
Yes, you meant get launched.
Yeah. Magic Sesh. Everybody know. 20 Magic Sesh.
Say it with me. Say it
20
with me.
Magic Sesh.